timers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Oh, what a day. Good day. Let's think about it Thursday. Think about it Thursday. Think about it Thursday. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I've got a lot of stuff to do today. I get to go and have my foot looked at by the podiatrist to hopefully take me out of this boot. Get me out of my boot. Think about it Thursday. Oh, let me make sure I turn the sign down. Who's joining me? Say good morning. Don't come in here all quiet. You know, we're about to get this party started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. And are you the person who shows up at the party and you wait for everybody else to show up to get it started? Or are you the person that gets it started? Answer me this. Riddle me this, Batman. Do you get the party started or do you stand to the side and let other folks get the party started? I'm walking. Oh, okay. Focus on your walking. We don't need any more broken toes or hurt feet and twisted up ankles at the table. So Lexi, be careful. Be careful, especially if you have your dog with you. Focus. We need no more hurt feet, ankles, hips, backs. We need no more pain at the tea time table. You know, getting the party started, being the person to get the party started can be very exhausting. Good morning, Chelsea Welty. Good morning, Pam. Pam, I have you in my head every morning. Every morning, get up, Kai, get up. Kai, get up. Come on, Kai. Come on, Kai. However, this morning, she needs her shots. She needs her shots. Has she gotten any of her shots? If she's gotten this is what I heard, and this is what I did with my pup because I'm very protective of him as well. Good morning, Karen. I'm very protective of him as well. But what I realized for me is that you have to balance that protection and the social needs of the pup. So if she has gotten the first couple of sets of her shots. Oh, just one. Yeah, no, I'll keep her in the house. Keep her in the house. Because I think after the second set of shots, you can go like around your block in your immediate neighborhood, still being very careful, but you've got to let the dog get out and see things so that it's a well-socialized dog. But yeah, right. First set of shots, stay in the house. We pay too much money for these dogs. And we get attached to them too much. You know, it's not just about money. It is about money. It's not just about money. I love my puppy. And there was no way in the world I was going to drive all the way to Michigan, pick up a puppy, pay for that puppy, come all the way back just to be stupid and take my dog out before it was time. Kind of like us dealing with the coronavirus, right? Like, how stupid do you really have to be to recognize that it's more beneficial for you to stay your tail in the house than it is for you to chance getting sick going out, right? So it's the same kind of thing. I walk her down the middle of the street every few years. Exactly. I know you can't see me, but I'm doing that motion where, you know, we see eye to eye. That's right. Don't be in the grass. Don't sniff behind other dogs. Yeah. He finally has all of his shots. He has one more set. I said all of them. He has all of the required shots. And then I did the lepto shot because that's something about rats peeing in water or something. So I was like, yeah, there's rats all out here. So we'll do that shot too. So he has that second shot, I think in a week, and then he's done for the year. He's got his rabies, his lepto, his parvo, his dementia, whatever, his distemper, whatever. He's got everything. Anyway, it's Think About It Thursday. Think About It Thursday. And I asked before some of you joined in when it was just me and Lexi at the table getting the party started. I asked, are you the person who comes to the party and gets the party started? Are you the person who waits for someone else to start the party before you join in? Or are you the person who just sits to the side and lets all the mayhem, happen and you just watch? Which one are you? I'm pretty sure there's some other options, but I don't really feel like listing them all right now. I'm pretty sure there are other options. And some of us sometimes are one of all of those, right? It depends. It depends on what the party is. It depends on what the party is and who the party's for and why I'm there, right? So sometimes I'm coming in and I'm ready to get the party jumped off, started, whatever, right? And other times I'm just gonna stand to the side and I'm gonna watch all the mayhem. And then other times I'm gonna let the mayhem start. I'm gonna jump in, I'm gonna jump back out, I'm gonna jump back in, I'm gonna jump back out. Sometimes we need a break. Anyway, you know what I was thinking about this morning though? The other day I was in my fields, right? So I came to the table. I told you guys I'm in my fields. This is what I'm thinking about. Is think about it Thursday. I want you to tell me what you're thinking about, but I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking about. And I often think about multiple things, right? All day long, I'm thinking about this and then this and then this. But this moment, as I was working and doing all of my stuff, and I realized that I sent a good morning email to my whole entire team at work. And do you know, only 3 people responded, good morning, Kai. What the hell? Where's your manners? I'm reaching out to you to say, hey, how are you? How are you doing during this coronavirus time? Good morning. I haven't seen you in a month of Sundays, 7 months of Sundays. I have not seen you. How are you? And 3 people responded. It makes you wonder, is being nice all is cut out to be? Like, I'm being nice to you and you don't receive my niceties. Well, why don't I just be an ass to you? And then when I'm being an ass to you, you're like, oh, Kai's an ass. Okay, I mean, you can't have it both ways. If I say good morning to you, you don't like me because why is she saying good morning to me? If I don't say good morning to you, why doesn't she say good morning to me? I think some people just like to be nasty. I'm waiting for your comic character. I'm waiting for your comic character. I forgot what the name is, but something email, Captain Email or something. Let me see. I want to say without having to do the math exactly. I'm doing the math now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Between 8 to 10. Between 8 to 10 people I said good morning to, and only 3 responded good morning. And I sit here and I'm like, should I say good morning today? Maybe I'm going to say good morning today. Maybe I'm going to kill them with kindness. Maybe I'm going to keep sending an email to you that says good morning until you decide to say good morning back. But is that me being nice? Or is that just me being a pest? It's a pest. So when I was in college, one of the colleges that I attended, the first college I attended, there was this very, 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 very million berries racist white dean, I think. He was some head guy, right? And he would not speak to the Black people. He would speak to the white people on campus, but he would not speak to the Black people on campus. He would just ignore. If you walk past and you said something to him, he would ignore you. If you went to him with any problems, he would ignore your problem. He would not acknowledge, really, he would not acknowledge your existence. Well, here comes Kai. And if you don't say good morning to me, I'm going to keep on saying it until you say good morning to me. So I decided that I was going to bother him, that I was going to make him see me, make him acknowledge and say something to me. So I followed him. I saw him outside of the student union or whatever it was. And I said, good morning. And he didn't say good morning to me. And I was like, let's call him Dean Stevens. I just followed Dean Stevens. Good morning, Dean Stevens. Oh, hey, good morning, good Dean Stevens. I kept following him. And every time he turned the corner and thought he was getting away from me, here I come around the corner. Good morning. Dean Stevens, Dean Stevens. I'm waving in his face. I'm yelling at him. Dean Stevens. Hey, Dean Stevens. And I followed him all the way to his office, from outside, up the steps, down the hall, up these other steps. Dean Stevens, I don't think you heard me. Hello, Dean Stevens.
Excuse me, Mom.
Yes, sir.
So you stalked your college dean?
I did.
Why?
I did because he refused to acknowledge and speak to me. He refused to see me because he was racist. And I wanted him to have to say something to me. Wow. And I followed him to his office. And when he got into his office, I knocked on it. That's Dean Stevens. I think you didn't hear me. I just wanted to say good morning to you. How are you doing? You having a great day?
Wait.
That man turned around. He looked at me like, who the hell is this child? But I guarantee you, he spoke to me then. And every time since then, when he saw me or when I forced him to see me, he spoke to me. I was not going to be that little colored child he was going to ignore. You're not going to be able to just forever act like you didn't see me. I'm going to make sure that you know that I know that you saw me. So that's what I'm feeling like this morning. I'm feeling like every day of good morning emails. That's what I'm feeling like. Oh, you didn't respond to my email? Okay, so let's see. How can I make sure that you know you need to respond to me? But the reality is, do I care?
Oh, but you never respond to my calls.
I ignore your calls, babe. I ignore you on purpose.
You completely ignore them?
On purpose.
Well, that's what those are doing. Then
they might be. It does make me a hypocrite because if you keep on bothering me, I'm going to beat you. But I keep on bothering them. But I'm not going to, because what I decided this morning is like, I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you don't respond to me. I sent you. I was in my feels. I felt like reaching out to my team. I reached out to my team. If you received it well or not, that's on you. So right now, if Dean Stevens was walking down the street, well, he's racist. I probably would have. I probably would still follow him. But maybe I wouldn't. You see? Maybe you can ignore me all you want, Dean Stevens. Maybe you can ignore me all you want, coworkers. Maybe you're not even ignoring me. Maybe you didn't see my email. Maybe you've gotten 1 million emails and my good morning email got lost in the shuffle. By the time you get it, it's 2 or 3 days later. What's the point of responding to that, right?
Exactly.
I know. But it's the things we think about. That's what I'm thinking about this morning. Like, why is it that people don't receive your niceties in a nice way? Why is it that we are so conditioned to ignore people who are being kind to us or to question that kindness? Sometimes I think when I'm saying sometimes I know when I say good morning to people, when I say, how are you? What's going on? How was your day? People think that I'm being fake. But the reality is, no matter how I sound when I say it, if I'm asking you this question, I really want to know the answer. How are you? Don't give me that I'm fine crap.
How are you?
I'm fine. My back hurts. My foot hurts.
Which
I'm tired. This left foot. My toes still hurts. That's how I'm doing.
Mom, the reason
Talk to me, guys. What are you guys thinking about?
Is because you're not doing what you're supposed to do with this. If you can't exercise with this on, so be it. Because you're not really going to get much out of an exercise if your foot is constantly hurting or something.
You hear this? Do you hear this? You know what else I'm thinking about is when your children become you. That's what I'm thinking about. Think about it Thursday.
No, it said you would make me exercise if I had this thing on.
Yesterday, I had to go to
urgent care.
I had to go to urgent care. My mom wasn't feeling good, so I took her to urgent care. She's fine.
Come here.
She's fine. Nothing serious.
Mom, move your leg.
But glad she got checked out, right? And so I was waiting at urgent care, and it's at a place where
she's still waiting at urgent care.
Can you be quiet?
Sure.
It's at a place where you park in a garage, and if you're going into Kaiser, then they give you they validate your parking ticket, so you don't have to pay for parking. So I'm on the phone with the boy who's calling me, wondering, "Mom, where are you? Or when are you gonna be home? Whatever, right?"
Mom, I have a name.
I know your name is the boy.
No, it's not. No, let me be the invisible person.
Would you hush? I'm talking.
Well, now I'm talking. Yeah.
Yeah, he about to get beat with a fingernail file. When your parents beat you with a fingernail file, you know you're in trouble because that takes a lot of work to make that hurt, right? Anyway. So I'm on the phone with him and I'm saying, hey, I'm on my way home. Mimi's coming. We're on our way home now. And I'm at the same time asking the person if they can validate parking. And I'm holding the phone up to my ear and I'm like, hey, excuse me, can you guys validate parking? Can you validate? She was in urgent care. Can you validate her parking? And in my ear, my son is like, Mom, do you hear me? I say, I can't validate parking, but I'm pretty sure somebody there could. And you guys, I was so tired. But you know what? I was so proud. I was so proud. In that moment, I was like, my son. That's my son.
What are you saying? I'm not funny?
No, it was funny. That's why I was proud of you. I couldn't do anything but laugh. He's like, yeah, Mom, no, I don't validate parking. Like, duh, dude, I'm not talking to you. Shut up. And all I could say to him at the time was, shut up, boy. Shut up. But, I was proud of him for that little joke.
Why?
Because sometimes you tell jokes that are just completely, utterly, ridiculously not funny.
Like you?
No, my jokes are funny. My jokes are always funny. Yes, Pam, so that's why I missed this one.
You said you thought Sir might be dead one time. When you know he wasn't dead.
I was teasing.
Yeah, that's a joke and it's not funny. Yeah, I'll shut up.
Pam, that's why I didn't make it to the workout this morning because I was up tending to my mother at urgent care till 1 o'clock this morning. And when I got home, I needed to get some sleep. And the other thing I'm thinking about, this is a Think About It Thursday, guys. You got to add in what you're thinking about. I'm not the only one who gets to say what I'm thinking about. I mean, I know it's my feed and you coming here to listen to me act a fool and put myself all out there. But hello, what are you thinking about? Because the other thing I'm thinking about is
Nugget's doing really well with his training.
Yeah, Nugget is doing really well with his training. I'm very proud of that.
He can do high five.
He can do high five. That's right. What a nut job. I don't get paid enough for this. Wait. When somebody actually got to make a delivery. Is somebody treating you crazy? Your delivery went crazy, Karen. The other thing I'm thinking about is this. So yesterday, my mother calls me up. She's like, hey, Kai. That's what I heard. And as I'm sitting there and I'm letting her, I'm like, will she just get to the dang point? What does she want?
Oh, she kind of like Christian that way.
I was letting her get it out, right? I'm practicing that. I was letting her get it out. But in my mind, I'm like, what? Just ask for what you want, lady. I don't want the background first. Ask for what you want and then give me the background. Can you take me to urgent care because I'm not feeling well? I'm not feeling well. And I woke up this morning and I was feeling okay. But then 5 minutes later, I wasn't okay. And then my foot hurt and then my back hurt. And then my foot stopped hurting and my back stopped hurting. And my fingers started hurting. But then I washed my hands and then my finger didn't hurt anymore. And I'm sitting there like.
Wait, did she actually do that? Oh, what'd she say?
I don't remember because it was So yeah, she's on it right now. So I'm sitting there, and at the end of the so can you possibly maybe take me to the doctor? I maybe need to go tomorrow, or I might need to go today. I won't know if I need to go today.
Did she actually do that?
Yeah, I won't know if I need to go today until after 10:30 appointment with the doctor. And I was like, okay, look, lady, I'll tell you what. If you want to go to urgent care, we're going to do that now because I'm not going anywhere at 10, 11 o'clock at night. That's not a good thing for me. Now, just so y'all know, I'm not trifling completely. If she got sick at 11 o'clock at night, I would get up and take her somewhere at 11 o'clock at night. But my people know that if you are not feeling good at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and you might possibly possibly want to go to the doctor, you better call me at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and say, let's go to the doctor. Don't wait to see if you feel better by 10 o'clock at night. And now you don't. So now I got to take you out at 10 o'clock at night. No, you knew you weren't feeling good at 1. Let's go early in the day.
Good Lord.
Oh, wow. Your customers run around talking to nobody. Girl, look, all of us doing that right now. All of us. I'm asking for prayers for my sister friend. She and her entire okay, let me finish reading. She and her entire family have COVID. She is 49, works out all the time, good health. This virus took her out. It's week 3 for her. Been to ER twice. Her 70-year-old mom is hospitalized on oxygen. This is too close to home. Okay, so we all want to hold Pam's close friend and family in our thoughts and prayers. We're gonna send them healing energy, healing love and energy.
Seriously?
Yes, seriously.
You send it healing energy?
Yes. Our thoughts manifest things in other people's lives and in our own lives. So if we think positive, healing thoughts, then that helps them heal.
Okay, I get it.
Okay, good. Now it says, okay, I take back some family is good. Clearly she was not listening. There was nothing wrong with my foot. Yeah, look, I wasn't listening. I was just like, wah. Anyway, so we get up, we go to the to the urgent care.
Wait, what's the difference between the urgent care and ER?
Kaiser here doesn't have hospitals, and so therefore they have an urgent care facility instead of going to the hospital.
Basically the same thing.
It's similar, not the exact same thing. The urgent care facility does have a lot of the same things that you could get if you were going to an emergency room. Like you can get X-rays, you can get blood work, you can get it's lots of stuff. It's almost like an emergency room, but Kaiser here does not have hospitals. The Kaiser doctors are attached to area hospitals. There's no Kaiser hospital. Like in California, there's Kaiser hospitals. That doesn't exist. Yeah, that doesn't exist here. Anyway. I took her to the urgent care, sat at the urgent care. We did the urgent care thing, right? You never know how long you're going to be there. You're just there, right? So I bring her home. I'm dirty dog tired, right?
As in like a dirty dog would be running
Yeah,
around
like a
in the
dirty
background.
dog has been outside running around in the dirt and now they're tired. I'm dirty dog tired or dirty kid tired. I come home, I go to bed, I wake up this morning, I call, check on my mom. Hey, Mom, how you feeling? And here she goes. You know, I just can't thank you enough.
Mom,
I just can't thank you enough. No, I just can't thank you enough about yesterday. It just makes me feel so... Look, lady, I took you to the doctor's office. That's too much. The thank you yesterday was enough. The thank you on the way home was a little too much. The, oh my God, this just makes me feel so good. That was just a little too much. Let's not make a big deal out of this little thing. It's a little thing. I took you to the doctor's office. You ain't got to thank me for the years to come because of the one time I got up and took you to the doctor's office. You act like I don't ever do something for you. Let's not be overly grateful, overly thankful. For such a minor little thing.
It is that time of Thanksgiving.
Maybe. Okay, maybe you give me your Thanksgiving, but I tell you what, all that extra, for me, I don't need all that extra. I don't need all that extra when you're telling me what you need. I don't need all the extra when you're thanking me. Just a thank you is sufficient.
Mom, I have an idea. Recyclable poop bags.
What the hell does that have to do with tea time? What is wrong with this boy? Jeez.
Well, see,
I tell you what, you recycle some poop bags. You go out there, pick up the poop, empty the poop somewhere, and I'm gonna need you to wash that poop bag out and save the poop bag.
See, but it's an idea I had.
Lexi, my mother is so like, oh, she just
recyclable poop bags, the future.
Y'all, he about to get something thrown at him if there was something. If there was something close enough. I hear you, Pam. Pam says, I disagree, Kylera. Thank you. She's appreciative. Yeah, but I don't need all of that. I don't need all of that. It was so great that the thing about it is, the way I see it is, That's nothing big. It's not great. It's normal. It's normal. What kind of person would I be? What kind of daughter would I be? What kind of friend would I be? If you called me, anybody, and said, hey, I need to go to the emergency care, can you take me? What kind of friend would I be? What kind of daughter would I be if I said, nah, dog, take Uber? Nah, dog, take Uber. There was a time when you would have fussed, but this knew you was so sweet. Oh, I still fuss. I still fuss. I'm fussing right now. I would have taken you before. I would have fussed before about you saying, why, just get to the point. I would have fussed then. I'm still fussing. It's okay. Let her be her. You may not need it, but she does. You are not letting her be Elaine. Yeah, okay, but is she letting me be Kai? I got to let her be Elaine, and she got to let me be Kai. So there's got to be a balance there, right? There's got to be a balance. It's got to be, all right, Kai doesn't want 20 thank yous. Kai is a 1-2 thank you person, and then be thankful in your actions and your thoughts and your behavior. But Kai doesn't need a whole bunch of thank yous. Thank you, 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 thank you. Kai gets uncomfortable with all that. Thank you, 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 thank you. Now, I'm not talking badly about my mother right now. She can be appreciative. I'm not mad that she's like, thank you, thank you, thank you. But I did tell her, look, lady. Look, lady. Oh, that's not necessary. All of that is not necessary. And the reason that I'm saying all of that is not necessary is because what kind of person would I be if I didn't do this as a part of a normal part of living? I don't ever want somebody to be overly thankful for something that should be considered normal. Now I want you to be overly thankful when I send you a hand knit scarf. Oh yeah, sure, be overly thankful. That ain't normal. I don't have to do that. I want you to be overly thankful when I bake some cupcakes for you and run them over to your house unannounced or without you asking me. Oh yeah, be very thankful for that. That's not normal. But when I help you get to the doctor's office, don't be overly thankful. In my world, let me say the over thankfulness is not necessary. I'm not doing you a favor. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do because I'm supposed to do it. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do because that's what a daughter, friend, cousin, lover, that's what you do. You take care of the people around you. That's what a coworker does. A coworker says good morning to their coworkers. I'm being normal.
Tell them, Mom. Tell them.
I'm being normal. I know, Pam. I'm not really mad about it. I'm not mad. I'm not frustrated. She can do whatever, but I'm saying that or extra for me doing, it's like the opposite. When my older son used to get in trouble at school for doing things, right? Like if he did something minor, he would get these major infractions. And at one point, like suspension or stay after school, or he took his shoes off in class. He took his shoes off in class, and his teacher like sent him to the office or gave him an in-school suspension or something because he took his shoes off. So I sent a letter. By the time they kept giving this boy in-school suspensions, I took, and they have to send a notification that says, that tells what's going on and when they are supposed to serve their in-school suspension and blah, blah, blah. I took that letter and I wrote in big black Sharpie, he will not serve in-school suspension for this infraction. If you punish him with this major punishment for such a minor infraction, what happens when there's a major infraction? And that's kind of what I'm saying, is that if you are overly thankful for such minor little things, what happens when it's a major thing? Your over thankfulness is kind of like, well, you like that all the time. So to me, it's not necessary. I'm usually one who does it all myself. I would have hopped into an Uber and gone. Now these times require being more careful, and so you are especially appreciated. Nah, just appreciate me normally. I know you're not mad, just saying we don't know when to not say thank you more than once, but you have been clear now. Mommy Elaine knows now. That's the problem, Pam. Mommy Elaine does not know she's still going to be late. Oh my God, thank you so much. Pam, this is how she loves. She fusses because she fusses. Cause, but trust me, I have learned it is endearing when she fusses this way. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. I ain't going to argue that. You're right, mother. I do. I fuss at you. Stop all that thankful mess. Yeah, I'm a fusser. That's true. Anyway, but these are the things I'm thinking about. It's Think About It Thursday. I'm thinking about how sometimes we're overly appreciative when we shouldn't have to be. But sometimes you do have to be because people don't recognize your appreciation unless you go over the top, right? I'm saying for me, you don't have to go over the top. Now, if you want to go over the top sometimes, that's fine. But don't go over the top for things that should be a norm. If you're starving and I give you food, don't go over the top. Just take the food and eat. You know, if you broke your leg and I bring you crutches, don't go over the top. Just use the crutches. Like this is me being human. And I think that it ties into my coworkers not being able to say good morning back or not being appreciative of this thoughtful good morning message. We get so hardened with all of the chaos in the world, all of the crap that we have to deal with on a regular basis, that we become overly appreciative for tiny things that are just human, that show that I'm a human, I'm normal, I'm a empathetic, compassionate person, regardless of how I fuss, right? We expect too much, and then sometimes we expect too little. And because we expect too little, we're overly thankful when we get just crumbs. That heifer, my mother, had the nerve to tell me, I know you can't stay up this late, so you can go home. You can take Uber. I mean, it's midnight, and yeah, I'm tired, and I'm completely uncomfortable. But what the heck kind of person would I be to leave you at the urgent care so you could take Uber home so I can go get some sleep? Come on now. Come on. We got to expect. As I say that, I'm thinking about who I'm talking to. Yeah, I would not have taken Uber. I mean, I would not have had you take Uber. Now, had it been 2 o'clock in the morning, I might have been like, look, I tell you what, call me when you're done. I'll come back and get you. I need to go to bed. Anyway, guys, that's all the stuff I'm thinking about today, just how we are existing and how we exist with each other. And you are right, Pam. And you guys know that there are some situations where if you're not thankful, look, excuse me, you didn't even say thank you. You just expecting this? Yeah, you're right. It's complicated. But I'm thinking about all of these things today as we move through getting ready for Thanksgiving. I am also thinking about coronavirus. Love you too, son. I'm also thinking about, hey, I said love you, now leave me alone.
Fine.
Yes, this is how I love. Be careful if you want love from me. It might be painful sometimes. But it's deep. How are you preparing for your Thanksgiving gathering? The numbers are going up with coronavirus, so don't haphazardly get together with your friends or your family. If that's what you want to do, go get coronavirus tested now. Make sure that whoever you're gathering with has had a test and has self-quarantined since that test, so that then when you guys are coming together, you can be more confident in your safety and the safety of those around you, because it's not just about what someone can bring to you, it's about what you can take to them, right? This is scary. We are in very scary times. I do appreciate everybody's appreciation, and I appreciate people the same way too. So I understand. I feel very thankful when somebody comes out of their way. And I was sitting there thinking about when she was in urgent care, how, I'm tired. I'm ready to go home. And I was thinking about the time when I was in urgent care with my foot and my brother was sitting outside waiting. And I'm like, man, I'm sure taking a long time. And you want something to be wrong because you don't want to have wasted somebody else's time. So my mother comes out and the doctor's like, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with her. Not in those words. But, and I know she felt a little bad because there was nothing wrong and she just had me out till 2 o'clock in the morning. But I remember feeling that too. And I know that, we shouldn't feel that way. We shouldn't feel like, oh, I hope something's wrong so that I didn't waste somebody else's time. I'm perfectly fine that they didn't find anything serious. As a matter of fact, I'm happier that they didn't find anything serious than had they found something. So fine, waste my time and find nothing. That's how I would like for it to be. These are trying times, and contact with those we love is not possible. So some of us may appear to be over the top. Think about this. The little things are far more important than you will ever know. These are the things that make a difference in the lives of those around us. I recognize that, Maza. I recognize that. But I want us to be more expecting of humanistic behavior versus overwhelmingly excited when somebody acts like a human. And I know it's the sign of the times that we're in. I do know that. So those are the things that I'm thinking about. Not good or bad, just funny, ironic, thought-provoking. And since none of you have told me what you're thinking about, that's what we're going to end this talk on, what I'm thinking about. Thinking about it Thursday. Think about it Thursday. Next time I need you to bring to the table what you're thinking about. All of our topics don't have to be serious. As a matter of fact, please, let's not make them all serious. That's boring. I'm going to go get my foot checked today. Hopefully the podiatrist will take me out of this boot and I can get back to regular exercise, although my foot does still hurt. So even if he takes me out of the boot, I have to be careful with it. But hopefully the bone has healed the way it needs to heal and I don't need to be in the boot any longer and I can get back to regular walking and activity, right? Hiking, maybe. Hiking. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful, glorious day. Wonderful, glorious day. Think about what you're thinking about it. Get a laugh out of it. Process it the way you need to process. Think about what you're thinking about. Have a wonderful day. Mind your COVID manners. Mind your COVID manners. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. Keep your distance. Think about how you're going to celebrate this next. You're thinking about will you have a house? Are you getting close, Karen? You're getting close? You're thinking about that. I know that's causing you a little bit of stress and strife. So if you find yourself thinking about the things that are stressing you, find something else more comical, more joyful to think about. Go there, right? So mind what you're thinking about. That's what I'm going to say. Mind your COVID manners, wash your hands, wear your mask, keep your distance, and mind what you're thinking about, right? Have a wonderful, glorious day. I will see you here tomorrow.